Welcome back to another episode of Mixed Adventures Together. We're your hosts, Andrea.
And Joe.
And we are doing a part 2 of New Year's resolutions. So join us as we go through some possible options on how to make the 2023 year even better than last year. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not going to be hard.
Thanks for joining us. So going back to New Year's resolutions, I found some ideas that might help to
inspire our listeners.
Or even though I just said I don't believe in resolutions, but just things that we could do to improve our lives and self-care and ways to focus on it.
And just because you don't believe, like a lot of people do.
It's not a belief, but
but yeah.
I don't support your resolutions.
How dare you make resolutions? No.
No, but just ways of improving our lives. And I found a list that I thought it had some really good ideas on there. That even if it's not like a resolution, but I even was looking at it like family activities, something, or like self-care, weekends or things like that, where I could categorize them into different things.
Yeah.
That's not just New Year's resolution.
Okay.
So it's like follow a morning or night routine. I agree with that because I feel like we have a routine, especially having kids. You have to have a routine.
Yeah.
Like every morning looks exactly the same. Every evening looks exactly the same.
Right.
And we do that because we have to make sure our kids, like, they take themselves to school. They walk to school. They have to get themselves up and dressed and breakfast and get themselves fed and then out the door by a certain time, right?
Yeah.
We have a routine for them. And then in the evenings, we have come home, do your homework, do your outside time, and then get ready for whatever sport you have while we make dinner. And then go to that sport, and then they have a bedtime routine. So, like, routines are important to children.
Well, even adults. Like, if you have a bedtime routine, it helps your body adjust to be like, okay, now I know I have to go to sleep.
I can rest.
I have to be resting now. I'm going to sleep.
It is time to rest.
Yes. It's good to have routines like that, even if you're just a single adult.
Yeah.
Like, it helps your body, it helps you sleep, it helps mentally prepare for it.
So developing some sort of routine in your life to help you get through it.
Right.
To get your tasks done.
Mm-hmm.
They on this list is also something that I hate doing. There's two things. The next two things I hate doing.
Okay.
One is journaling. I hate journaling. I don't know why I don't like to journal, but I do know why. Okay. So, you know how there's always like, we found the journal of this, Duchess from the 18th century.
Yeah.
And let's look at her daily life and stuff like that. And I'm just like, who the hell wants to read my journal?
But there's your negative thought again, though.
There's the negative thought.
Like, I don't deserve to be
read about.
Yeah, read about. So why should I write it?
Right. But
it's not about other people reading it. It's about you letting those feelings and emotions go.
Yeah.
In a way on the page.
Yeah. I tried journaling. Yeah. I can't do it.
I've never tried it. So I can't say either way. But I don't know. Never tried it. So. And
then the next thing that is on the list that I hate is drink more water.
I agree with that one.
You drink a lot of water.
You need to drink water. It's good for you. It's good for every part of your body. It takes the toxins out. It helps every part of your body with your joints. And I have bad joints. And I drink a lot of water. And I still have bad joints. But I think drinking the water... I can't imagine what my joints would be if I didn't drink water.
Right.
So just having the water to help lubricate the joints, I think that helps. And then, it just helps your whole, digestive system. It just helps your body.
Yeah. I just don't want to drink any water. I am not a water drinker. I have for years bought, the different water bottles. I bought the things that you could add to the water that changes the flavor. I bought the things that will take out, like the filtration system that will take out any impurities so that the flavor, it's more pure. So you can drink tap water. I don't know why I can't drink more water. And I know they're like, especially if you're somebody who wants to lose weight, like drink more water, and
it helps fill you up, and
yeah,
it's better for like
your cells, and you don't want to have dehydrated cells, and I can't drink water. It's good for your kidneys. I know all the reasons why you should drink water. I know
I can't do it.
I just cannot do it. And it's not like just drink water. Like, I will not drink any liquids. Soda, I hate soda. Juice, on occasion. I really only drink coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
And at dinner time, 1 glass of lemonade. And that is all of the liquid I will drink.
Or when I'm like, well, I drank 3 cups of coffee today. I didn't drink any water yet, though. I'm thinking that. I'm like, oh, let me drink coffee today. I should drink water.
Whereas I'm like, I drank 3 cups of coffee. I'm good.
That's a lot. Wow. No, I'm like, I need water. I need something to...
I will only drink water. For some reason, in the middle of the night, I will wake up to drink water in the middle of the night. Like, that is my base primal instinct, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm not fully awake. My body can trick me into drinking water at that time, middle of the night. Or, like, generally it's like hot. It's hot outside.
Yeah.
We do live in Texas, so we can have those warmer days.
Uh-huh.
I will definitely drink water. But I am not, I'm not privy. Not privy, but I'm not partial to water.
I'm not partial to the thing that gives everybody life.
What I would love to do, I support a new resolution for people. Read at least 1 book every month. And I am not a person who believes like, oh, it needs to be a self-help book. It needs to be something, spiritual book. I read smut. And I love it, and it helps me to escape mentally, and I learn brand new words because these smut writers have a thesaurus that is unreal, and I'm like, I've never heard of this word. What is this word? My vocabulary is increasing. I am a believer, just read for pleasure.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. But yeah, I love this resolution. I encourage everyone, read a book at least 1 a month.
Does it have to be reading? I've been listening to books.
Okay. You're still getting the new vocabulary. You're getting your imaginations being engaged. If you listen to it online, not online, if you listen to some kind of an audiobook, so there's benefits to it. You're still, listening to character plot and development. But there is something to seeing the words and then the movement of your eyes and how that engages with the brain. So you're just missing out on one aspect of it, which helps with, memory, which helps with as we age, to help keep our brain engaged. And so I just think that actually reading and having your eyes make the movements and reading the words off the page is important. It also helps with like reading comprehension. Just even though we're adults and we're not in school anymore, it's important that we're able to read things and understand what we are reading. So I am a believer in it doesn't matter what you read as long as you read.
Well, I think that's my problem. Is I do read slower because I want to make sure I comprehend what I'm reading, and then it makes me fall asleep. I fall asleep when I read. No matter what kind of book.
Some people will because, you're thinking too hard.
Yeah.
So it's making you tired.
It makes me so tired. Like, I'll get through, 10 pages and be, nodding off.
And I would say in that case, then you pick a book that has less pages and only read 3 pages. If you get to 10 and you're falling asleep, then you need to cut that down. Only read 3 pages a day then.
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying so that you don't
build it up?
to build up stamina.
Yeah.
To build up your reading stamina so that you can engage in it. And don't try to read the whole... Don't try to pick a shorter book. Like, okay, I can personally read probably a 400-page book in like 2 days. A day if no one bothers me. If I can just sit down, like I have 2 books I need to get through that Joe bought me, one from last Christmas that I never read, and then he bought me the sequel for this Christmas. And I'm like, I really need to read these books because they're starting to build up on me. I could probably read both books in there. I think they have 300 pages in each of them. I could probably read them in 2 days if no one bothers me. So no, it's not going to happen. We have children now. Joe's not going to let me I have to go to work tomorrow. So I'm not going to be able to do that. But I could probably read 1 book in a week and then the next, 300 pages in a week if I parcel it out. Like if I only read maybe in the morning before I go to work and then before I go to bed.
Or that 300-page book might take me a year.
Right. So I would say for you, don't pick a book that's 300 pages. Pick a book that's 50 pages, and you could read it in a month.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's just that idea of like picking books that are appropriate for your reading ability, or not ability. Not you can't read, but interest.
So I could say that if I'm really interested in the book, I could read the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Like I read when I was really into the Hunger Games. I read those books like 1, 2, 3, like one right after the other. Yeah, and I went right through them. Yeah, like all I did was sit down and read it. But for some reason, if I'm
not really interested,
and it's hard for me, I guess it's hard for me to get interested.
You gotta find that right series. Like if you're interested in fantasy or whatever, it's all about finding that right author who can drag you into their series.
Yeah, it's hard for me. Like I'm not, and you know what's hard right now with all these books is they are all series.
Right. There's always a cliffhanger.
Well, and it's like, oh, this book looks cool. Oh, this is book 4.
I gotta read.
Like I don't have.
I got 3 others I gotta read first.
I have to go find these 3 other books too. Like, do I have? I don't want to spend that much time on this thing. I just want to read a book. Mm-hmm. That's the hard part nowadays. Mm-hmm. Like everything has to be more than 1 book. Yeah. And then you have to understand what happened in the other books to understand what happened in this book. Right. So it's like, well, now I'm disengaged. I don't want to watch. I don't want to read.
Yeah,
like there's so many.
You need just a single.
You're
right. Those are hard to find.
Solo shot, especially nowadays. Because everybody wants to make more money, and it's easier to, even like with movies, like it's easier to separate it into series, like more than 1 movie. Yeah. Or into a TV show, than it is to just make a 1 shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've turned into a society that enjoys series for some reason. Yeah. Well, I think there's more money to make.
That's what it is.
When you turn it into a series.
Yeah.
Like, they'll come back for more of this.
Right.
So let's not give them all of it.
And we could drag this out if we just add little stories in between. Yeah. This big story.
We can keep this baby going.
Right.
All right. Besides reading a book every month, it says quit gossiping.
I don't really do that.
I don't do that either. Work out 3 times a week.
That's actually a decent goal.
It is a goal if you have the time. That's what I think people battle with is.
Yeah,
the time. Right. We were talking about that with the influx, again, on Instagram and TikTok. You have these people who are in the prime tip-top shape of their lives. Yeah. And what reality looks like for those people is like 4 hours a day in the gym.
Yeah, like what is really their day?
Yeah, like, I mean, what do you do? How do you realistically maintain that physique? Right. And what are you gaining from that? Great health, maybe? You know, like you build your social relationship around that. There's been, obviously there's health benefits to it. There's physical benefits to it. But then it's like on the other side, it's like you take a person like myself who's not even close to being physically in shape, and it's like what would I have to sacrifice to get to that level?
A lot.
Oh, I know. I'd have to, I would never see our children.
No, because it'd be, like we were talking about, it'd be 2 hours in the morning going to the gym.
So I'd have to get up at like 4 in the morning just to get back home for 6:30 to wake them up. But then I have to be gone out of the house by 6.
By 6.
By 6:45. So I'd only see them for 15 minutes in the morning.
And you'd be at work all day.
I've got to work. And then I get off around 5, sometimes 6, sometimes 8.
In that reality, you would go straight to the gym, do another, like, maybe hour or 2.
So I'm not, let's say on a day that I can get off at 5, I'm not getting home till 7. Guess what? They go to sports at 7.
6 and 7, yeah.
And one goes at 6, one goes at 7. So I would only see them when they come home from sports.
For like an hour.
Or I could go meet them at their sport and watch them.
True.
But
then you're not
I'm not
engaged with
engaged.
them.
I'm just watching them because I'm not their coach. So I can see them at their sporting thing, practice. And then by the time we get home for 8...
They have to take a shower, get ready lunch.
They have to do their bedtime routine is kicking in. So really, again, I only see them to spend quality time with them about 15, 20 minutes. So in an entire day...
It would be only 15, 20 minutes for quality time.
45 minutes spending with my kids.
Yeah, that's not a life.
That's what I'd be sacrificing.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be sacrificing is I only get 45 minutes with my family in order to achieve what those people achieve. And
that would be with me, too.
Right.
Like that 40... She would have to split it between the 3 people.
Right.
That 45 minutes.
How do you do that?
I
don't understand. How do you do that? Like, I mean...
With a job, it's hard, yeah.
Is it their full-time job? I don't think so. Not all of them can be Instagram models.
No.
Not everyone can do that as a job. Not everybody could be, a fitness model. So, like, the people who are doing that, what are you actually sacrificing?
But a lot of the times, those people, too, are, like, in their 20s.
So, yeah, maybe they don't have a life yet. They don't have, like, those other responsibilities.
Is their life.
Right, that can be their life. They go there, like I was saying, those are their friends.
Yeah.
Though, like, they spend 2 hours working out, but they're with their friends working out, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you used to do that.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to do, like, an hour every morning, hour or 2 every morning, depending on, like, who was there.
Mm-hmm.
But...
It was his time to socialize with his friends.
Yeah.
So, I guess, yeah, that's how you do it, is you're going there to talk to your friends. And I'm not talking about, like, I don't know, the people who go out and they have to go run 5 miles a day. Like, I guess they do that in, 45 minutes?
Depends on the... Yeah, if you're doing it... If you're doing it, yeah.
Yeah, if you're, like, at your peak fitness, to run 5 miles probably only takes you 45 minutes.
Something like that, yeah.
So, you can do that in the morning, okay, so you don't have to wake up at 4, you wake up at 5 to do that, and then you get to see your kids for the 30 minutes. But in the evening, you gotta go do another workout, and it's just, I don't know how to make that a part of, how to make fitness. Yes, I would love to lose weight. I'm struggling with how do I make that something that could be part of my day.
And still have family quality time. And
I see people doing it. And I see there's a lady that I used to work with, and she's like doing the mommy fitness thing. And if you bring your kid with you. And I'm like, ugh. But really...
We have older kids.
Huh?
We have older kids.
Right. Like, so your kid's playing in the park, but you're working out.
It's not quality time.
But you're not together.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we're also trying to do, is bond more with our kids. Which means if they're taking them to the park, I want to play with them at the park.
Right.
Not do separate things at the park together. So I'm struggling. Like, I don't understand. Like, I guess we could work out together with our kids because they are older.
Yeah.
We could do family, videos on
family
the screen.
Workouts, yeah.
Do family workouts together. I guess, yeah, that would work.
Start out, half hour.
Yeah.
3 times a week.
Which is what the resolution says to do, is 3 times a week. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to try it out. See if we can get that to work. Other things are be kinder, practice spirituality, spend less time on your phone, watch less TV.
That's all the things we've already talked about.
Yeah. Volunteer more often. Make a career change, maybe. Start a side hustle. Hello, podcast.
I know.
Be more confident. How do you...
How do you become more confident?
I don't know.
Like, is it the positive thought thing? Like, you have to just start thinking more positively? Like, no, I can do this.
I guess. Make new friends.
I'm trying that.
Joe's doing that. We'll have to get you, have you do a podcast on that, babe.
Yeah.
Switch up your style.
Ooh.
Switch it up, baby. Spend more time in nature. Start saving more money or paying off bills.
Everybody.
Eat out less. Hello. No joke. Spent way too much money eating out in November. Meditate at least once per day. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Practice yoga.
Well, that would be with the working out thing.
That hurts.
Well, that would be like part of that workout thing.
Unfollow or mute negative accounts.
Ooh.
Go through your Instagram feed and start deleting them. Unfollow. I agree with that. One thing that I'm trying to do on Instagram, because, as a woman, it's like body positive, struggling with like not falling into the trap that there's so many plus size Instagram accounts where you start to think, okay, being plus size is not a bad thing, in the sense where you start sacrificing your health. And I had to go through and unfollow a few people.
Yeah.
Who were plus size but projecting an unhealthy lifestyle.
Okay. So not like necessarily like saying, yeah, being plus size is okay because that's your body, but you still have to eat healthy and...
Yeah, there's like there's a gray area,
right,
that you have to find the right one where you're not being shamed because you're plus size, but at the same time where you're like, I'm plus size, this is my body, and I love my body,
and I can't do anything. I'm trying what I can do to be
healthy.
My
life is as best as I can.
But this is just my body structure. I can't do anything else.
Exactly. Like, I'm trying to find those kind of people to follow on Instagram.
And I think that's hard.
It is. It really is.
Because it's either, like you said, they're too positive to where it's like unhealthy, but then you have the other side where it's like shaming you.
Right.
Or trying to sell you like this stuff that's like dietary. And
right. It's like, trying to find that perfect balance.
It's hard. Yeah.
Of like, this is just me as a human. This is my body. This is my struggle. This is my these are my wins. My successes is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I'm just a human.
Right.
Trying to find those, it really is hard. And I've had to try to go through and make sure that I'm not following the wrong Instagram accounts. Like you said, the ones that are like, I am trying to lose 100 pounds by any means necessary. And it's like, ooh, I don't need to follow this person.
Right. Shouldn't be by any means necessary. It should be by
it's a little extreme.
Healthy.
Yeah, this person's too extreme for me. Or that person who's completely ignoring the fact that, yeah, we're plus size, but it's not, let's not continue to, like, I don't know how to say it without being, like, rude about it. But
not taking in the account that there are effects that has on your body.
Yeah, yes.
Like there is heart conditions and
my
diabetes.
My knees freaking hurt.
Right, and joint pain.
And I know it's because I'm overweight. And it's like, I know that. Like, don't ignore that. Don't gloss over the fact of I'm 41 years old, going to be 42 in a couple of weeks, and oh God, my knees kill me. Like, my knees shouldn't hurt this bad.
Right.
Or my back is constantly going out because I try to dance with my kids. Or run. Oh, that's what we were doing. It got super cold here in Texas a few days before Christmas.
Like really cold.
And so I was like, let's run we were going to Target or something. And I was like, let's run from the car to the door. Like, let's get out of the cold. And I threw my back out. Trying trying to get out of the cold. Like, are you kidding me? Like, no, come on. Like, Andrea, no, stop it. Girl, you gotta do something. It's like, yeah. I know. I'm the one trying to run to Target. It was so cold. I'm trying to get out the cold.
Yeah, but like even on, I go on TikTok and I've only found really one account where he goes over like those people who food shame.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you shouldn't eat this. Look, there's corn syrup. There's this. There's that in it. You shouldn't eat that. You should eat this. Look, it's all natural. But he's like, this guy brings it into like reality and is like, maybe people can't afford that.
Right.
He even pointed out like one time when somebody did that, he's like, look at the price though. That one is $1.99. The one you're telling us to buy is $3.99.
Hello.
What if I can't afford the $3.99? The $1.99 is perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. Like, that is good for you.
Mm-hmm. You're still getting some nutrients out of it.
Yeah. Like, just because they add, like, a slight preservative to it, or it's not... there's nut oil in it instead of, pure oil. Yeah, like, nut oil is bad for you if it's not... I learned this from him, like... If it's like sunflower oil and stuff like that, if it's not preserved right, it could go bad. Mm-hmm. But if it's in a can, it's fine. Like these manufacturers know what they're doing. Like hopefully know what they're doing, and they're not going to be selling you a product that's going to hurt you.
Right.
Like
immediately.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, no, if they can't afford the $3.99 one, the $1.99 is fine.
That's the thing too. Is a lot of these fitness people, they're like, sacrifice your whole paycheck.
Yeah.
To be healthy. And it's like, that's not practical. There is a guy on YouTube, though, where he does keto, but he only shops at Aldi's.
Oh.
So he'll, like, go through, and I can't do keto because I don't have a gallbladder, but he goes through his grocery list, and he takes it to Aldi's, and he's like, here's everything that I buy on my keto grocery list.
Yeah.
And Aldi's is like, if you don't know, it's a grocery store that is... supposed to be a little less expensive than your mainstream ones.
Yeah, you still have to look at the prices, but yeah, it's
sometimes the food goes a little bad faster, but for the most part, it's a fairly reasonably priced store. So yeah, trying to find more positive, realistic Instagram like feeds to follow.
Yeah,
I don't know, just trying to find like more
positivity in your life through your
realism
social media.
And realism.
Yeah, that's the key. It was realistic. Making it realistic.
Yeah.
Not blown out of, like...
That's like when you said earlier in the podcast, when you said, like, oh, losing a pound a week is only, like, 4 pounds a month. That's reasonable. Instead of saying, like, I want to lose 10 pounds every month. Like, that's not hard. Realistic. Your body can't do that without going to some kind of a deprivation mode.
Yeah. Well, that's
starvation mode, which is going to shut your system down, your metabolism down.
That's what this TikToker guy said too. It's like even when you go keto and you get that keto flu, it's because you didn't do it gradually enough. You're changing your microbiome in a way where you're feeding it different stuff that it's not used to, and it's going into shock.
Right.
So any dietary changes you make, you should do it slowly,
gradually.
So your body can get used to it.
And that's probably why we all fail at diets, is because we don't do them gradually enough.
Right.
So that's and then we're not patient enough to do it gradually.
Yeah.
So it's just like we keep, I don't know, smacking ourselves in the face.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times we want instant change.
Right.
That's what we want.
Instant gratification.
As a human, we want instant change.
Mm-hmm. To follow that New Year's resolution, it says right behind it, be more positive. So just finding that positivity. Try a new hobby, which I never, ever had a hobby in my life, and I don't know what that means. Like, what is a hobby? I don't know what that even means.
Well, like right now, your hobby's reading.
Oh.
But you read a lot.
I do it too much.
Your hobby is reading.
Spend more time with loved ones. Set boundaries for yourself and others. Get enough sleep every night. I believe 100% in that one. You should sleep through the night. Plan a trip with friends. Use clean or non-toxic products. I just don't agree with that stuff.
But again, it comes back to the realistic thing. Like,
those are expensive.
Yeah. Like, a lot of the times they are way more, which is odd because they're using less ingredients, but it's more expensive.
Yeah.
Like, how is that?
Because
people want...
It's a status symbol.
Yeah. People want the less ingredients. Like, oh, look at what I got.
Yeah, it's a status symbol for you, and then therefore I can charge more for it.
Yep.
Take yourself less seriously. I disagree with that. You should take yourself very seriously. You're important. You're important in your world. You're important to you. Without you, your world would not exist.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is maybe somebody who's like really, really serious about everything. Maybe just have a little more fun. Yeah. But
okay, have more fun in your life. Maybe you take fun very seriously, though. I don't know. I think that's a dangerous statement. I don't like that one. Take yourself less seriously. Shut up. No. Start a creative outlet. Practice self-care every day.
Yes.
Practice self-reflection. I think that's important. And I will even say in your career. Reflect on your own performance every single day. If you don't do it every day, do it every week. What did I do well this week? What did I not do well? What can I improve upon? What can I continue to do so that I continue to be successful in this area? I think that's very important that not enough of us self-reflect on our actions. Mm-hmm. That is very important to do.
Yeah, because...
on both the positive and the negative.
Because if you're doing it at work, at least you can... If you see something that's coming up more often, you could at least you could ask your boss, like, how am I going to do it better? Like, how would I do it better? And it shows the initiative mm-hmm. in yourself.
Mm-hmm. I think that's very important. I will say, as a teacher, when I was in the classroom, that's something that I did was I sat down and looked at my lesson plans for the week, and I would go back and make notes, like, what did I do well? What didn't I do well? How can I improve this for next time, meaning next year, when I taught that lesson again, or when I was going to do it as a review lesson for my students? What can I do better next time so that I can more effectively present this material? And sometimes that was a positive thing or a negative thing of, oh, this really didn't work. This whole lesson was awful. Let me write a new one. Or this one was really great.
Yeah.
The students really enjoyed this one. Let me make sure I do that one again.
Right.
And then on a review day, maybe I can do a variation of this one since they enjoyed it so much.
Yeah.
Just always going back. How can I make myself better and more effective? And then transferring that into our daily lives. I think as a family, we could do that. What made this week good? What made it better? How can we have made it better, stronger? I think making that time to self-reflect is super important.
Yeah.
I agree with that one. Drink less alcohol. I've tried. A couple of years ago, I did a 40-day dry
month.
What was
dry
it?
Days.
Month. 40 days dry. I did it 40 days before my 40th birthday. And I was successful. I did it. I did not drink. I drank. I didn't even drink on my birthday. I think I still made it another week before I took a drink. Why did I do that? I did 40 days before I turned 40. Well, I'm a person who I come from I have addictive personality, so I like to challenge myself in small ways to prove to myself that I can give up things that could potentially be harmful. So for me, alcohol is potentially harmful. And so I have done it where I'm like, I drink a lot and then don't recognize that I might be indulging too much in it. Until I'm like complaining that, oh God, I'm so sick. Oh gosh, I'm not feeling well. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then maybe, Joe might say, well, you were drinking a lot this month, or, oh, well, you were doing this a lot. And so I like to challenge myself by saying, okay, I'm cutting this out for the next month. I'm not going to drink. And then that just proves to me that I can control it. Not saying, I don't know how to say it. Not saying that I abuse alcohol. I think that what I abuse is sugar.
Yeah.
I'm a sugar addict. And so for me, alcohol is another way of getting sugar.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's also a stress reliever because it makes me relax or makes me sleepy. And so I can rely on alcohol to help me in like different aspects.
Uh-huh.
And so I don't necessarily realize that I might be abusing the alcohol to get other effects.
Yeah.
And like, okay, I'm going to cut out junk food for junk food, cookies and ice cream, but then my alcohol intake might increase. So really, I'm cheating. It's my way of cheating.
No, I think it's a lot of people's way of
coping.
Well, they even find like in alcoholics too, like if once they give up alcohol, they'll find another addiction.
Right. It's just
you're substituting one for the other.
Exactly, 100%. Because my real addiction is sugar.
Yeah.
That's my real addiction. So if I'm like really anxious or something and I can't get a cookie, I know I can get a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Because we've been trying to not have as much junk food in the house for the kids' sake.
Yep.
So that they're not eating too much sugar. And I noticed that what will make its way into our fridge becomes things that they cannot drink, right? Things that they're not allowed to touch. And so I can do the no alcohol for 40 days and be strong and do that. Can I live a completely sober life? I don't know.
Yeah. Where I'm like the opposite. I don't have to drink. I go like forever without drinking. And then what I do is like, oh, I have a beer. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, we have 2 beers sitting in our fridge from like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they're still sitting there.
And they're going to sit there until he's ready to drink them.
I think last time
until I throw them away.
Well, you're not going to throw them away.
Because I don't drink beer, so.
But beer can sit there. It's fine. Yeah, last time I drank,
Throw it away.
Don't throw it away.
Oh, I might make beer bread.
Ooh, yeah. It is a Belgian wheat.
Yeah, we could do a nice beer bread. Yummy.
Ooh.
Anyway. Off topic.
Yeah, I think the last time I drank it was like just to taste the wine that I got you the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Mm-hmm. And it was like just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to taste.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Drink less alcohol. Try that. But I would say instead of just like drink less alcohol, I actually identify what is the alcohol representing.
Yes.
If you are just a person who just socializes, and it's not a big deal and it's not a controlling part of your life, then why should you cut it out?
Well, even if you just drink like maybe one less, it's good for your body.
It's not doing.
It is better for your body though.
It's better for your liver, but your liver self-heals, so it's like.
But you have to have time for your liver to self-heal.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're not a person who only drinks it occasionally.
Yeah, true.
That's what I'm saying. The person who's an occasional drinker.
Yeah.
Then why would you reduce it if you are not a heavy drinker? Someone like me who uses it to get sugar. Because really, that's what it is. It's purely if it's a bitter wine, I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, you don't like reds.
I hate reds. I think there's only ever been one red that I liked, and it was super sweet. Like, I'm the person who will take a white wine and add sugar to it.
Blasphemy.
It is pure. I am purely drinking this to get sugar. So that's my real addiction. It's not the alcohol part of it.
It's the sugar part.
It is the sugar part of it. I don't have to drink. I only drink to get sugar.
Yeah.
So there you go. So I don't know. It just depends on your lifestyle to drink less alcohol. Hey, Jesus drank alcohol.
It was a little different back then.
They didn't have clean water.
Yeah.
Redecorate your living space. I would love to redecorate. Let me paint a wall, please. Use more sustainable options. Again, if you have the money.
Yeah.
Give away old belongings. Oh my gosh. Do a full declutter of your garage, your children's closets, your own closet and bedroom. Yes.
Yeah, we've done that.
Oh, yes. I did it with my daughter, and it was so cathartic for me. And then our son asked if he could do it, because he was like, "Can you do that to my room?" Because he also, I think, is a minimalist at heart.
Yes.
But, yeah, declutter. Oh, you will feel so much lighter, and your head will be clear, and it just makes you feel like you're just in control of your life when you have everything put away. You have a routine to follow. Decluttering just helps you focus your mind. It's a great technique. I love decluttering. I do it maybe 2 or 3 times a year. It's amazing. Along with decluttering, it's also a couple of ideas on this list are like create a cleaning schedule.
There's your routine again.
Yeah. Focus on, or like get a signature perfume smell, and a couple of other things just about like your household. Like get your house in order.
Okay.
Which I agree with as well. Like if you have a clear space, clean space,
you'll have a clean, clear head.
Yeah.
It's one less thing you have to worry about.
That's what, like, your outer area reflects your inner.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why I'm like decluttering. Yes, I'm all about it because you're like releasing all the negative, all the old stuff, all the baggage of your past.
Yeah.
You're releasing it
uh-huh.
and opening and clearing your space up for new, better things.
And you're organizing not only your space, but you're organizing your thoughts in your head, your mind.
Because you're like categorizing things like, does this old jacket bring me joy, or do I need to release it into the world, into the universe? A couple other things are like, get your hair trimmed regularly.
How do you do that more?
That's expensive. Well, for men, I guess it's still, how much does it cost to get a haircut?
Nowadays, like $20.
20 times 4.
$80.
$80 a month to get your hair done.
I think it gotta be every week.
Okay, every other week. Once a month, I guess, yeah. But for women, you're not walking out of that hair salon under $100. No. I don't care what hair salon you go to.
Well, and I'm kind of privileged, too, in the fact that I have, like, the thin white person hair.
Yeah.
To where I could go to Supercuts and
like, get a number 4.
Yeah. I want this number on the sides, this number on top. Look at the glam. We're done. We get out.
Yeah. That's not happening for... Like, how much does it cost to get our son's haircut?
His is like $50.
Yeah. It's $50 for him.
Yeah, because you got to go to a special place.
Yeah. You can't just go to any place to go get his kind of hair done.
No.
And then my hair, our daughter's hair, easily over $100.
Well, last time we got it, it was like $130.
Yeah.
But
that was our daughter. $130.
It took hours.
And it took hours to do.
Yeah.
Like, no. That's not coloring. That was just a wash, a press, and a curl.
Yeah.
That was it. And no, it was over $100. Needless to say, I wash her hair every week. But, for free. But it's still, I haven't had my hair done in forever, and I need to go because I need a haircut. But I probably haven't had my hair done since...
I don't remember when.
I know when it was March of 2021.
Oh, wow.
That was the last time I got my hair done professionally.
That's why I didn't remember it.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
March of 2021. And because it costs like $150. And I'm just like, I can do... Yes, I like to go professionally to get my hair trimmed.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't keep up with, like, styling it every day and, like, I can't. That's just not my personality. I'd rather just throw it in a ponytail and walk out the door. That's why I kind of also want to get a wig, so I can just put it on my head in the morning and walk out the door.
It's already styled.
It's already styled and I can be cute that way. But, get your hair done. That's a lot. I tried to just keep my nails done. Oh, my gosh. That's $60 every time.
I was going to say, that's even expensive.
That's expensive. $60. Like, people who are like, I gotta get my nails done. That is $60. So get your nails done.
And that's not even, like, the fanciest of places.
No.
Right.
Shoot, that's crazy. Yeah, that's hard. Practice breath work.
That goes into like meditation.
Yeah. Forgive others and forgive yourself.
That's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, work on your mental health.
Yeah.
Do daily affirmations. I would like to do this next one here. Learn about manifesting. But that goes back into my original of speaking goals aloud and me not doing that.
Yeah.
Because every time I immediately tell myself, well, you've said it. Now everyone's going to know what a failure you are.
But does it necessarily have to be aloud as in to other people? Or is it just
Into
saying
the
it out loud
universe.
to the universe?
I don't know. I need to do more research about manifesting.
Because, like, can you be, like, in the bathroom getting ready in the morning and just being like, I want this. I want this. This is going to happen for me. I want this. This is going to happen.
Yeah.
Or is it literally, like, putting it out on Instagram?
No, I think it's manifesting it as in you're saying it to yourself.
So,
to
yeah.
the universe. You're not saying it to others.
Right.
Yeah. Or just even like writing it down. Like, these are the 5 things that are going to happen. I'm manifesting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wash your sheets every week. Use satin pillowcases.
Ooh.
Focus less on others' opinions. Take your vitamins.
Yeah.
Regularly support local businesses.
We try.
I'll change that a little bit just because I also like to support locally owned Black businesses.
Yeah.
So I try to do that. Try red light therapy. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to do some research and follow up on what is red light therapy.
You think any of that light therapy works?
Yes, because I have a
UV.
I use a UV light to help me with my depression. So yes, I do believe in light therapy, but I use it for the goal of helping me during the winter months when you don't get enough sunlight.
Right.
Move to a new city. Ooh,
that's big.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like an adventure waiting to happen. I'm for that. Let's move to a new city, Joe.
Okay.
I'm feeling it again.
Uh-oh.
I'm feeling the need to move.
We were talking about it, though.
I'm feeling it. It's coming. I don't know when it's coming, but I'm feeling the push.
Or at least, what, one more year with your dad?
But I would love to move to a new city and start all over again.
We have an idea in mind, right? A couple.
2.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about them before.
Yeah.
On the podcast.
Have we?
Is Orlando in Arizona?
Oh, Orlando's still in the mix?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Just Arizona.
Oh, just Arizona.
I thought Orlando was out, because...
Hey, Disney's never out, bud.
But they have hurricanes and alligators.
Man.
Hurricanes and alligators.
And crazy lizards. And boa constrictor snakes, python creatures. And they have swamp monsters. And they have... Yeah, Florida's out. Start a gratitude journal. That was earlier. That was journaling. Take more pictures. I'd say take less pictures.
I probably could take more pictures.
You could. I could probably take less. Spend less time with toxic people. Well, first you have to identify who they are.
And first you have to spend time with people.
There you go. So there is our New Year's resolution podcast. Are you going to make a New Year's resolution? Let us know on our Instagram, mixed_adventures together. And let us know if what your New Year's resolution is, or whether or not you're going to make one at all. How do you feel about New Year's resolutions? I'm not a fan. But to recap, my New Year's resolution that I don't want to make, but I will make it just because it's a goal of mine, is to work on my mental health.
And mine is to get back into my spirituality and religion.
Yeah.
So
we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
You guys, Happy New Year. We hope you had a wonderful Christmas. If you're celebrating Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa, which is not a religious holiday, it's a cultural holiday.
Yeah.
So just because I'm African American doesn't automatically mean that I'm going to celebrate it.
Some people think that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's not a spiritual holiday. It's a cultural one. I don't know. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.